There we go. Ta-da! Okay, we're back. Sorry, missed a few days again. Just life kind of took me other places after we did our show on Saturday. We had Kenny Blues boss Wayne and his band come up, which was really exciting. Anyways, yeah, the good news is well, I guess it's good news. It's good news to me. I don't know about everybody else. I composed another tune, and in the previous live things that I've done, I reported that I came up with some live stuff that was, or sorry, not live stuff. I came up with some compositions where I was either coming up with words. I mentioned that, and I mentioned that there's even some of the videos that I've done came up with music and hooks or riffs on guitar that I gotta get my sunglasses, I'm blinding. Anyways, my point being, the music usually comes first and then lyrics. For the first time in a while, I woke up and was doing stuff, and this riff was on my mind, which is cool. And so I came up with the riff, but I didn't really know how it went on the guitar yet. So I picked up the guitar and started dabbling with it. And right at the same time, this story started coming to my mind because I've had, I'm still sort of recovering, I guess, or maybe I'm long hauler or whatever from the COVID pandemic. I got a heart attack from that right at the start of it, which led to a whole bunch of others. So I don't know if it's because I'm still recovering from that, or if I'll ever get better from it. I hope I do. I'm really trying to. But anyways, my point being that I can play guitar still and sing and create. Thank God. And so, anyways, yeah, as I was saying, I came up with that. I don't remember why I went off on that tangent. There you go, a good example of what. Anyways, so I got the composition together all at the same time. So I pulled out the guitar, and in the previous video I was saying, well, sometimes sometimes I'll come up with something and hum a possible melody for some words to go along with, and sometimes I'm humming something that's going to be another instrument in the composition. This time I was humming something that's I wasn't humming anything. I was like, wow, these are words that are coming to me. Oh yeah, that was my point. So this song kind of has to deal with what I've been going through since all this stuff happened, because to me, as a pandemic survivor, I guess. So yeah, they're because you get, it puts you sometimes into moods that aren't that great, and so this wasn't meant to be any kind of downer sort of thing, because I don't like songs that are really downer things anyway. So I just started writing, and let me show you what I came up with. I hope you like it, and I hope people can add stuff to it. Haven't really checked if anybody's getting what's going on here. I hope you are. Anyways, the riff that came first is it's very country-ish. Sorry, screwed it up already. Remember, this is new. So it flows into something like that. So that would be the riff. Kind of an intro or maybe even a solo. Not sure if someone else has played this in the past. It just came on into my mind. I don't listen to country music a lot because I'm more of a blues fan. So there's some country I listen to, but I don't listen to it a lot. But I live in a very country-backed neighborhood, region of Western Canada, near the mountains. Takes a while to get that to flow. Remember, this is very new. I just came up with this pretty much today. And then the rest of it, so it da, 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 da. So that's basically the melody and the chord progression that I came up with today in my mind, within my imagination, just before we got going on this. And actually, while I'm doing this, I'm composing, so it'd be counted in like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now, I'm just looking at the words like them. I got the camera kind of sitting on top of my laptop, so I'm able to look at the words that I composed and came up with or imagined that would fit in here. And so I'm still at the point, whoa, let's not do that. I'm still at the point of figuring out what the chord changes are going to be for the words. So let me in on the story now of the words and how it came to the chord progression that I came up. So I can sing it without playing the guitar. So dun 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 dun. You know I'm on my way to where I got to go. It's got to be a place that's better than this, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm saying goodbye to my friends. And a guy like me don't have many of them. I don't know. I just don't know just where this journey ends. Maybe it's heaven. And I was thinking, maybe. Maybe it's heaven, maybe it's hell. It's a lonely place like a. I don't know how I came up with this. It's a lonely like place. It's a maybe it's lonely like a penny deep down in a wishing well. Whoa. How that came about, I don't know. But those were the changes I was dreaming of. Maybe it's heaven, maybe it's hell. Maybe it's lonely like a penny deep down in a wishing well. So I'm going to have to adjust that because as you can see, that line's not rolling off the tongue very well. And so this is something that me and Trish, when we get collaborating on stuff, she's a supreme lyricist. So you can't shut off the tap. It's like lots and lots of words and stories. And so when we compose, I have to go through a lot. I don't have to. I choose to go through because I'm going to end up singing the song. I choose to modify the words so that there's not so many to say. And also, they have to roll. So, in composing, I've heard this from a lot of other songwriters, especially in rock and roll or rock or whatever, that when they're writing songs, a lot of times they have to. Sometimes they'll just create phrases out of thin air just because they fit in the song, but they're not really about anything except they're sort of related to the song that's being composed. A good example of that, where did I hear this? Joe Elliott from the band Def Leppard was talking about composing Women. The song Def Leppard had a hit album in the 80s that was huge. 7 top 10 songs or something. Anyways, and they were competing with Thriller at the time, Michael Jackson's Thriller. So try to bump that guy off the list. Forget it. Anyways, he said that the song Woman, there's a line on it that goes skin on skin. And I thought, what's that referring to other than skin touching skin, but two people, skin on skin. Anyways, the lyrics not really in relationship to the song. It's just I guess it's just a feeling or an idea, an idea within the song that is like it fits. And so yeah, so sometimes when I come up with words, or Trish comes up with words, I have to actually say them or sing them along with the rhythm so that they kind of flow. At least they flow for me. I've noticed that since I've been playing a lot more Motown at my job, that a lot of Motown singers, like, they're way more sophisticated than the blues singers. That I shouldn't say all blues singers, that a lot of blues singers had a simplicity and I don't know if innocence is the right word, just simplicity and down home, down basics emotions. And that's what they say is it's been said that the Motown recordings, there was a little more sophistication. So a lot of Afro-Americans were getting education for the first time that they could learn thanks to Martin Luther King, and President Kennedy and all the changes that happened in the States, giving people human rights. All people deserve human rights. We all deserve human rights. So by that, they could go to school and university, and they never were allowed to do that. So because everyone's getting better education, the simplicity of blues, sure, it's still cool. I love it. And maybe that's because I'm not, well educated or gone to university or anything of that. Like that, I've just got high school and a bit of college stuff. So I relate to the simplicity and the emotion of the blues, But now I'm learning Motown stuff, and it's like, wow, that stuff's really there's a lot going on there, especially from the singers. So what I prefer writing, or I guess what I've written for my whole life, is real basic, simplistic stuff based on blues and rock and roll. Like that's my thing, blues and rock and roll, and Motown. A little bit of Motown I kind of got, but when I started learning to sing Motown stuff, I thought, wow, these guys are really rattling off a lot of stuff. So I guess it's a matter of preference when you're composing songs, which is really what I'm trying to help people out with, is when you're composing songs, it's really important just to be yourself. Like, and by that I mean express your thoughts in the way you want to say them. And if you want to say something that you feel but you don't know how to put into words, just say it. And then stick it in the song somewhere. And then because you're going to remember it, because it's going to be a phrase that you thought, I don't know where to put this in here, but boom, it's going in there anyway. And then maybe in a few weeks or a few months or a few years, you can listen back or look back at it and go, oh, that's really good. I can put that over here in the song. It works and make it work. So that's kind of what I'm doing with this, and explaining at the same time, because composing songs, each composition is a little bit different. No, yeah, you got stuff that's really basic, like the which is an instrumental that I covered in an earlier show. Real simple, no words, like it just grooved. And when it gets down to playing that with a band, I really wanted to come up with something that had like Freddie King feel, like Hideaway, or yeah, I'm really like a lot of New Orleans and Louisiana music, so that's a big influence on my songwriting too. So the last thing I was doing when I stopped playing 30 years ago professionally was, I opened up for the Neville Brothers at the height of their career, and that's where my head was at, was all that New Orleans sounds. And it was an awesome gig. So their songwriting has affected my songwriting, because it's not rock and roll, it's not blues, I don't know. I just call the Neville Brothers cool music. Like, it's just, to me, it's just cool and funky, and I like it. I've liked it a long time, even before I knew who they were. So, anyways, getting back to my point, this song has got some things that have to be ironed out, because they were just ideas that were flowing out of me, flowing out of my imagination, and boom, I was writing them down. Well, using technology, you don't have to write with a pen. You can actually dictate it, and boom, it comes out as something I can read back. So I knew where that something was going, but I wasn't sure how it was going to fit with the melody, with the a lot of tune. So I wasn't sure how it was going to fit with the rhythm of the song. And so that's what I'm doing right now live, is going through what I've got so far. So, yeah, and that's, I'm on now. I don't want to sing it high. I could, but I'm not going to for this. I don't want to be super loud and drown out my guitar. I'm on my way to where I got to go. It's gotta be a place that's better than this, but I don't know. That needs work. I'm not saying bye to my friends. I've got written here, I'm saying goodbye to my family and friends. which with this rhythm, I would have to maybe get rid of I'm and just say saying bye instead of goodbye to my family and friends, saying bye to my family and friends, saying bye to my family. Yeah, it doesn't roll off the tongue very well. Saying bye or saying goodbye, bye bye, to instead of my family, I could say to family and friends. Let's try that. Saying bye to, saying bye to my, saying bye to family and friends. That sounds good. Saying bye to family and friends. Does it? Saying bye to family and friends. Saying bye to family and friends. Yeah. So, and then I've got a dirty word in here that I probably shouldn't have put in there, but sometimes I get told by certain people I'm a certain kind of person, which is pretty negative. It starts with A and ends with hole. And not everybody says that. They just say that when I frustrate them for some reason. I don't think I am. I've done a census and surveyed, and I thought, yeah, I gotta fix this if it's true, but it's not really. But I thought it would be a good word to put into the song. So I'm an a-hole like me, don't have that many of them, making reference to my family and friends, or friends and family. I could do that. That wouldn't sound good. Family and friends rolls better. And an a-hole like me don't have many of them. And so I just don't know where this I don't know, I just don't know where this journey ends. So I guess I was coming up with that line thinking about the rhythm of the guitar. So I guess that's a minor. You know I'm on my way to where I got to go. It's gotta be a place that's better than this, but I don't know. Saying bye to my family and friends. An a-hole me like no, an a-hole. As an a-hole, I don't have many of them. I don't know, I just don't know just where this journey ends. Maybe it's heaven, maybe it's hell. It's a lonely penny in the bottom of a wishing well. Well, I got this old guitar that just suits me fine. I'll be playing my music as I'm walking on down the line. And I came up with that. I don't know how I came up with that, but after I said it, I thought, whoa, that's maybe a reference to Johnny Cash. Big fan of Johnny Cash. I'm not sure. But it just came out, and I thought that's a great ending. So that's what I've got. That's today's work, and what I came up with in my dreams just today. So I didn't really come up with much since I guess Saturday was the last one, or Friday. Today's Tuesday, so Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So yeah, 3 days off. I feel bad about that. What I want to be doing is doing this live broadcast every day at around one, or anywhere between 1 and 3 in the afternoon, and Pacific, or sorry, Mountain Standard Time. So if you're checking this out, that's what my plan is. If you have time to watch it, you'll watch what it's like composing a song for a musician, a working professional musician. I can say it, I'm a professional musician. And that's what it's like composing for me. I'm not sure if everyone else does the same way, but I gotta tell you, the way I like to compose music is based on some of the greatest composers in the history of music. Is what I studied when it came to how to write songs. That's a great way to learn today. Is find it on YouTube or the Google, and let it take you there. And it's amazing what YouTube has to offer for educational purposes. I'm thinking, why does anybody even go to school? Depending on what you want to do, yeah. So you can learn so much from the internet now, and YouTube especially. There's probably other platforms. I don't know. I'm not really a computer guy. I'm just doing this because I was told to start sharing what I know. So that's what I'm doing. I'm sharing what I know, what I've learned, and what I'm coming up with as songs. So working on putting out some more music, and probably a single in the next. I think we're gonna record a single in the next 30 days. So that would be the band 911, or Call 911. That's a new project that we've got going on, and that's going to be the name of it. So, ta-da! Anyways, what I'm going to do now. Like, I could spend more time on this. I've been at this for half an hour now, so I think if I was to, it would be pretty boring for me just to sit here and dream up the next sequence of words. So that's why I asked the people that are watching in the comments section where you think that might, where you think this song might be wanting to go. Right now, I don't know where it's wanting to go. However, I've seen this happening online now. Is that people are starting compositions just like what I'm doing here, sharing it with people, seeing where people want to get it, and then whatever they get in response, I don't know if they take a lot of them seriously and how many do. However, it's just kind of neat because being able to say, oh yeah, that's something I offered, this composition, right? And yeah, who was it? I think it was John Mayer, blues, or was a blues guitar player. Now he's kind of doing a lot of stuff. To me, I think he's stuck in a time warp right now. He's got to work his way through it. He's composed something. He started composing it, and then he did what I just explained. And some of them were prominent people, YouTubers, that he offered the song to, and they came up with their own versions, and they were pretty good on their own. Some of them I thought was better than what John eventually finished off with, and that's just preference, right? When something sounds cool to you, you're gonna like it. And so what my I think what my strategy is, I'm more in, like, I can complete my songs. I've been doing that for my whole life. So I'm not thinking of, oh, I have to collaborate with everybody on YouTube. But to me, I think it's cool if someone offers up, hey, Larry, maybe when you're saying goodbye to all your friends, the next chorus or the next verse, you could say something about who they are or what they do, something like that. So I'm not sure. I don't know where this is going to go, but it's what I'm going to work on now, and I should be able to complete this. I would say in the next 3 days. So that's what my homework is. I'm gonna watch and see what people come up with over the next 3 days. Like, I don't want to spend 2 years waiting for suggestions. So if you got a suggestion, put it in the comments now or right after you see the video, and it might get included with what the song is going to be about. I'm not sure, but we'll see. So in the next 3 days, that's when I think I can have this one completed. And tomorrow I'll be back with a different subject, I think I'll dream something up tonight, and I'm not sure if it'll be rock and roll or country or blues or what it's going to be. Something else I guess that's been suggested is that I should put all my songs on here, just go over them, boom, 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 so there's a record of it. So I've been thinking about doing that. I might start doing that as well, because I can cover quite a few songs of my own. Hey, let's see what happens. I'll play one of them right now. This is a composition that's it's one of my favorite songs, but I composed it in around 1900s, early 1900s. Now, I composed this, I think, in the early 2000s, and it goes like this. Sugar is kind of sweet, and baby, you are just what I need. I don't know who you are, don't even know your name, but every time I see your face, it kinda makes me go insane. Baby, 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 you're what I want. You're what I want. My mind goes in a trance. I like to watch you dance. You know you got the groove, and you know the beat. Say I just wanna get with you, but I can't even move my feet. Baby, 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 you're what I want. You're what I want. So there's a guitar solo that comes up here, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna go on to the last verse. Honey, on my lips, your touch with your fingertips, you make me feel so good. I feel so good deep down inside. Why don't you hop into my car and baby, let me take you for a ride. Baby, song kind of just rolls on at the end of that. And so that's one of my compositions. So we've got a record of it. It was recorded years ago on an album that had limited release, didn't go very far, and it wasn't very well recorded. So I think the next thing that we're going to be recording, my next favorite song, is a song that you can find on Bandcamp that I slapped together on with some DAW software. It's called In the USA. You can find that on Bandcamp. I want to get into the studio with the rest of the band and release that one as a single. But it all depends on what the rest of the band wants to do. That's my favorite song right now. Unless we come up with something, or maybe the one that I've been talking about today might end up being that song. I don't know. It's funny. But that'll be it. So, like I said, in 3 days, I should have this song that I worked on today and told you about and put together. I should have that totally complete in 3 days. I like to spend the YouTube time doing it, but I think that's a waste of people's time. So now you know what that's what I'm going to come back and do. So let's see what happens. Thank you for watching, and I hope you got something out of today's composing demonstration. That's what we'll call it, a demonstration. Not a protest, but a demonstration. Sorry, I'm having trouble with my words. Anyways, have a good day wherever you are, and we'll be jamming in tomorrow. I want to be back here tomorrow, about the same time. All right, thank you. Have a great day, or thing. Bye.